extras or whatever.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, hosting third time. But that makes
Alright,
sense.
time's a charm?
Thanks for that.
Well, no,
it
no,
was
it's
just like
yeah, just it's good to know what the issue was there.
it was just like, okay, Jeremy's gonna close it down. It's like the pop up, and I saw the link, and like, but I already clicked, and I was like, what was that?
Oh, okay. Polish Sniper had a BBD box on pre-order. Going to do some sealed with it Saturday to those who played it. Is it fun and worth it? It seems like a lot of people agree it's worth it. The Sorrel says, no, just that the power level between the partners was extremely inconsistent. My partner and I got the black-white uncommon partners. Everyone else we saw had rare partners or the planeswalkers. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was the kind of sucky thing for the promos. I think they should have made them all at least rare or higher, but they threw in some of the uncommon ones, and
Okay.
it made for a feels bad for people who didn't get good stuff.
The existent one said, the guy across from me opened True Name and Mystic Confluence, so a bit jelly.
You wanna talk about a feel bad? Does anyone remember the Journey into Nyx pre-release?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Where they were like, okay, so you pick your color, right? And then you have like a 33% chance to get a bulk rare as a promo, or a thing, I don't remember what the second thing was, or the god of that color combination. So it's like you sit down and you have 5 people at the table with you, and it's like, oh, I got a foil Keranos, foil Athreos, I got a foil Aegis of the Gods. Great.
Yep.
At that point, you could just give everyone the god, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
Man, the foil Keranos is like $100 now.
Can you see the game at all?
No, my motor was being stupid for me. I had to reset it.
Oh, okay, cool. I just want to double check and make sure you were double checking it.
No,
and everything, you know, so. Captain Wolf, Dawnbreaker Charioteer.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the 4-mana 2/4 flying vigilance or flying lifelink with heroic. That was Born of the Gods, though. That was the other problem with the promos, where it's like, this one is clearly the best one.
Yeah.
So if you don't, lifelink, yeah, right. Yeah. It had to be lifelink. It's like I don't even remember what the other colors were. Like red got some dork like always, and it's like, wow.
Yeah, it was basically all bad except that one.
Yeah. That was.
Yeah, having one clearly be the best was probably not the way to go. Like, it was fine when they did the separate boxes for the guilds.
Yeah, that was fine.
But trying to keep that going was not.
It just doesn't work for every set. Like,
Dawnbreaker was Journey?
Was that Journey, really?
Are you sure? Huh.
I thought it was Born of the Gods.
I thought it was.
Because for Journey you could get you had a random promo again, and not I thought at least, but hold on.
I don't remember. I just remember that it was. They went RTR into that, and it was just not great. And then people were like, "Yeah, I don't want to do this anymore."
Oh no, it was Journey.
And they stopped it after one.
So maybe they had like a second thing you could get, like a second slot in the thing, and that's where people got all the gods.
Maybe. Part of the screen is cut off. Yeah, I'm trying to move it just a hair. All right, so I'm on Jodah. Wild is on Tolsimir. Beatseye is on Triplets, and Kalnick is on Slimefoot the Stowaway. I'm gonna mulligan this hand.
Just 3-0 the draft with green-black saplings. Sadly, did not have a Slimefoot.
Yeah, Slimefoot is really good in draft if you can get the Sporling deck.
Yeah. I'm now kind of in the boat of forcing that deck. Partly because it's really good, partly because it's so much fun to play to me, because green-black is everything I want to do in Magic.
Yeah, it seems like that was a pretty popular one in the couple of drafts that I did.
Yeah, most people are like red blue wizards is the best, and then green black saplings. But I've not had any success with red blue wizards. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just too fought over, right? Maybe it's just too many people picking cards.
It's
and then
really,
your deck is just mediocre.
It is difficult because of the fact that a lot of the black cards are really good in the black-white and, you know, other different types of, just like whatever. Like the black cards are just really good everywhere. And then the green Saproling cards are also good in the go wide green-white deck.
Yeah.
So who brought the weed killer?
Good old Thallid.
Actual Thallid.
Yep.
You know what? My land comes into play tap, so I don't even have to tap it to pass the turn. And F6.
What?
The Sorrel said, I think you had the promo and then a curated pack during like
that right,
that
the curated pack thing. That's it.
Yeah, because they did have,
and that's where it's like,
yeah, they had this like the seeded pack during those couple.
Yeah, that's like you had a 50-50% chance of either getting like the gods of your color combination or a bulk rare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Wolf says, I just remember my bro opened a second Dawnbringer and exoed the pre-release. I imagine with 2 Dawnbringer Charioteers.
Yeah, that card was unbeatable.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm going to do. Pass turn.
Okay.
That's better than what I've been doing. But that pre-release wasn't a complete disaster for me because I think I went like 6-2, which is already good. And then I also like traded around and I had like... What was the card I had? Eidolon of Blossoms, which was very hyped.
Oh yeah.
And I traded like an Eidolon of Blossoms and some junk against someone had someone opened 2 Eidolon of the Great Revel.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't need this stuff, and that card seems like it could be good sometimes. I was like, trade that, and so then like
you got there with the tradesies.
2 months later, the card was like 20 euros each, and I was like, yeah. Yep. Did the same thing at the Origins pre-release. I think I traded a Thopter Spynet, like my promo Thopter Spynet work, and some mediocre rare that was good, but not, I don't remember, for like 2 Hangerback Walkers, and then people figured out that Hangerback Walker is pretty good in Abzan.
Yeah.
And yep.
Seems like
them right? Specs.
Bino says the promos in Journey were Dawnbringer Charioteers, Scourge of the Fleets, Doomwake Giant, Spawn of Thraxes, or Hero's Bane.
Wow, okay. Yeah. Well, Doomwake is pretty good, but all the other ones are just... And Doomwake is nowhere near as good as Charioteers. It's a good card, but...
They're all good cards, Brent.
Oh, it's like the blue one is like a 7-mana 6/6 that like bounces
a bunch of
things
stuff.
That with like power less than your islands, like some garbage. It's like, yeah, that's pretty good, but my opponent played a turn 4 Dawnbringer Charioteers and I'm dead.
Right.
So
a Polish Sniper, at the time, my LGS owner opened a God pack, all 15 gods in one pack. That was a sweet thing for that era as well. That. The all 15 gods. That was super cool. Captain Wolf,
that's pretty cool.
I traded my Nissa for Baby Jace. That's pretty sweet.
That's good.
I have probably about a dozen Origins packs, just because I know that there was like the Jace lottery for a while, but I also just kind of liked it. I don't know.
I loved Origins.
I liked the format the couple times that I played, so I just kept a bunch of my prize packs that I got from pre-release and a couple of drafts, and I've got like, I think I've got a full 3 each of the cons sets. I've got like a dozen Origins packs, and then like a couple other here and there.
Must go after the other token maker.
Okay, that's fine.
There can only be one token maker.
Watch out for that. For what's that card from Time Spiral? Sprout.
Press 1.
Green Maker 1/1 instant speed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed Origins. I thought it was a really good draft format, actually.
Chaos Draft is actually one of the things I was thinking about, yeah.
So yeah, yesterday, me and my partner, who's watching the stream right now for the draft, we have not lost a 2-headed giant event since they started really doing it in Gatewatch.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Yeah, we have not lost at all. We've like been number 1 or number 2, so we've won every single time. So it's been awesome.
That's awesome.
And I'm so jealous of the prize packs you get.
That's not what I wanted. And we get Prof Blossom subscribe with a tier 1 sub. 4 months in a row. 4 months already. We're all like almost more than halfway to a sub, baby. Woohoo! Get that going there.
Almost more than halfway.
I know, right? I was super excited. I had my sub baby on the Lure stream a while ago. Like last month, I think it was. That was a lot of fun. Sprout Swarm at common was silly. Yeah.
You know, yeah. That's why I prefer Time Spiral, Planar Chaos to the full block. Future Sight is pretty cool, but that is just unforgivable mistake to put that card at common.
Yeah.
It's just better than every single rare or mythic. Well, not mythics, those didn't exist, but it's better than every single rare in the set. Like, you're not supposed to take any rare over a Sprout Swarm when you open a pack of Future Sight.
Yeah, for the drafting, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I did not get a chance to play that one, but I've heard stories.
Ooh. I'm seeing a theme.
It wasn't quite as bad as some of the other formats because it was a it was bad because it was a common compared to other formats.
Yeah.
Where your broken ones were usually like a rare or an uncommon.
Yeah. What's the worst uncommon one?
Jit.
Oh, probably.
Probably Jit.
That was a rare.
Was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm thinking something else. Yeah.
There was Skull Clamp.
Skull Clamp. That's the one that I was thinking of. Yeah. Skull Clamp.
Well, the problem is, I think the worst one is Druid's Familiar, but that's just because Avacyn Restored was an abhorrent draft format. But I think it was also incorrect to pick any rare or mythic over a Druid's Familiar because that format had 0 removal. I think like the only removal spells were like couldn't kill it or were like 6 or 7 mana.
6 mana.
And that was the black one. No, the black one's only an Edict, right? The 6 mana Edict your opponent and get a creature back from your graveyard. That doesn't even deal with it.
Was that?
That was the 4 mana 2/2 Soulbound and gives both +2/+2, and it's just if you curve into that thing, you just win. Like they can't do anything about it.
I remember that. Yeah.
But I've only drafted that format like 3 times because it was so bad, so I actually never had to play with or against it. There's also that stupid 3 mana 3/1 unblockable in blue that also couldn't deal with.
We're gonna play that.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's what we're gonna do here.
That's a... Yeah. Divining Top wasn't uncommon, but it's not very good in limited. And I'm also of the controversial opinion that it's not very good in Cube, in Vintage Cube. I don't like it. I will play it if I'm in the Academy deck, but
sure,
just don't like it for anything else. I think it's too slow and it's too... It really is the problem that it takes too much of your clock, because a deck that wants to play it is already slower most of the time, and then if your opponent's also slow, you might actually just lose the match because of clock, because it takes so long to dupe top on MTGO.
Yeah. Minos is going way back to Urza's block had Pestilence at common.
Oh yeah, that was a big one. That was bad. Never drafted it, but I can only imagine. Wasn't Crypt Rats in Visions also a common? It is Pauper legal, so it had to be, right?
Yeah, I think so. Loxodon Warhammer was uncommon.
Yeah, Loxodon Warhammer. That's probably what you were thinking of.
That
actually,
might have been it. Yeah, that was over the Skull Clamp.
Not the Skull Clamp, because Skull Clamp wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Warhammer is just obnoxious.
Yeah, Warhammer is obnoxious, and pretty much even if at rare, it's still obnoxious. Bone Splitter at common must have been good in Mirrored and Block. Yeah,
it was all right.
Like there was so much artifact removal in the set.
It was really good in Modern Masters 1, if you were in Saprolings or in Fairies. Like blue-black Fairies with 1 or 2 Bone Spitters was really, really good.
It wasn't like unbeatable, but Imperious Perfect in Lorwyn Draft was really good.
Oh, yeah. That was bad.
Imperious Perfect. Oblivion Ring at Common was like an auto pick, but it wasn't obnoxious. But
I think that's fine.
Yeah, that one was fine. Yeah, Imperious Perfect, I think, is the one that really...
Yeah, Imperious Perfect. I think Moldrifter at Common is a huge mistake.
Yeah.
Like, if I have the choice between... Well, if I have the choice between Moldrifter or Shriekmaw, I'd probably take the Moldrifter. Simply because of the don't kill black or artifact creatures clause, because that does come up.
I think
and Moldrifter is just always awesome. Yeah.
I was trying to think of like Alara.
And
Alara, it was like Tower Gargoyle early, or any of those uncommon 3-color ones.
Oh, the
Sprouting Thrynax, Woolly Thoktar.
Yeah.
Like most of them were pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't draft that format that much, so I'm not sure. I drafted a bunch of the full block. I didn't draft much of triple shards. I think the best one of those is probably the Grixis, the 4-mana 4/2 first striker that you can unearth for 3 mana. Although the Thrynax is also amazing.
Thrynax was really good in the format.
Yeah.
Thrynax and like I think Tower Gargoyle was pretty up there as well. If you could get the Esper deck with all the artifact and artifact recursion and stuff like that, it was really good. Mino says Urza Saga had some stupid black commons, Pestilence, Befoul, Corrupt.
Yeah. Wasn't in Shards you had the common, right? The Sanctum Gargoyle? The 4-mana 2/3 flyer that's a Gravedigger for an artifact?
Yes.
Oh, that one was so good.
White and 3, I think it was. Yeah, that one was real good. Because then you just recur your
Tower Gargoyles,
Yeah, your Tower Gargoyle, your
Executioner's capsules. Yeah. That's good.
Hello, Throwmocking. Hey, Luanil as well.
Hello.
We're doing a bunch of silly stuff here. Just straight up cloned it, eh?
I need a card draw. I mean, I missed 2 land drops now.
With an M11 clone. Bold choice. Oh right, yeah. Kavek's Torch was a common. That's not good.
We're gonna do this because I have not had a chance to cast this with this deck yet.
That card was super controversial in Origins draft, right?
I think
some people loved it, some people hated it. I really liked it. I think it's great.
It's pretty good.
If you were in like in green-black mid-range or like ramp, I think it was really good. A bunch of Leaf Guilders and Mrs. Pilgrimage.
So we'll do...
Oh, while we were talking about Origins, we haven't what was that white uncommon? The Sentinel of the Eternal Watch. That one was real bad at uncommon. That one was just 6 mana 4/6 vigilance, and then you get to it's a Citadel Siege, right? You get to tap down a creature at the beginning of each opponent's combat step or something. That was just obnoxious, that thing.
We're gonna reveal an Evolving Wild since I hit 0 creatures.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, on the bright side, you only paid 5 for it, not 7.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going for. Tough Fool, 6 months in a row, Twitch Prime, half a year. Had so much fun at the PT. It was great to see you. It was great to see you too. Thank you so much for the sub. Woohoo!
Right, Rolling Thunder was a common in Tempest.
Oh, right. Oh yeah, that was one of the other things. Was the cards that were in Alara block that you could spend like 5 on. Rolling Thunder and stuff like that. No, not Rolling Thunder, but there was another Thunder type.
The ones you could cycle.
Yeah, the ones you could cycle.
Oh yeah, those were real good. The red one especially, right? That was 3 mana 3 damage, or cycling for over 8 mana 6 damage and draw a card. Yeah, that's real good.
Yeah, that
what are
one.
you doing, Jeremy?
You stole-ish my Baleful Force.
I stole nothing.
You also have
copied.
You also have send triplets in your command zone, which automatically makes me go, this person should probably be attacked.
Yeah, and I'll give you a hand with that.
Resounding Wave and Resounding Thunder, I think.
Yeah, Resounding as well was what those were called.
Yeah, those ones were great.
Resounding Silence, Resounding Scream, and Resounding Wave?
I think
What
that
the
might
other
have been
ones?
them. Wave was the blue one. Yeah, that was the one.
Wave was blue. Silence was white. That was a what was that card called? Divine Edict. The 4 mana kill an attacking or blocking creature.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what it did for cycling. I think 2 things and you draw a card because of cycling. I'm not sure though. Well, that format also had Agony Warp at common, which was really good.
Yeah. Gush.
Not overpowered though.
Another
really
busted
good.
common.
Gush, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What do I do here? Feel like I gotta get on the board.
Most of the time you get the busted rares, though. Sometimes there's just like unbeatable rares, like a pack rat or
Yeah,
a Jit or something like that.
Glorybringer.
Glorybringer, yeah, for sure.
And that abomination of a card designed Tetsamok.
Yeah.
Wasn't even the only one in that format. You also had the black-white enchantment thing that was also completely unbeatable.
Drana.
Oh, Drana Celestial Bloodsheath. Yeah, that's a good one.
In Rise.
Yeah.
That
one's real good.
That one was super good.
I've never drafted the format, but I think it is a Nemesis. Is Nemesis the one? No, Nemesis is the one with the X. What's the set called that has the bridge as the set symbol? Exodus. Isn't Equilibrium completely unbeatable in Limited? The one blue enchantment that says whenever you cast a creature spell, you may pay 1, and if you do, you bounce a creature.
Yeah, that one probably. I didn't play that during that time.
I also don't know anyone who ever drafted that format, but it seems to me that card is completely unbeatable.
That seems like it.
Like, just pay 1 more for each of your creatures and make them into a mana war. I mean, and you can even bounce your own things. Is the dumb thing. Like, you can just like keep doing it if you have something that has a ATB trigger.
Yeah.
Oh, you had Astro Slide.
Equilibrium. Mino says it is unbeatable indeed.
Yeah, that card doesn't get mentioned in the conversation of like best limited cards ever because it's pretty old. Like, people just don't remember Exodus Draft, I think.
Yeah. There was wasn't Urza's Rage also just like considered a really good one? But that
yeah, Capsize, which tells me now that card is obnoxious at common.
Yeah. That was one that
you want me to block that?
Mino said.
I don't care. It's a 1/1. I get a 1/1 that's a Sporling.
Yeah, I mean, I was just asking. Like, I was going to do the thing that helps you the most.
Yeah, I'm a little bit of a Sporling travel thing, and I get none of my payoff cards yet. All I get is like ramp and some other things.
Are these all mostly different arts? Yeah, because based on what they came out of.
I actually really like that.
That's pretty funny. All right. Gotta get some cards out of my hand.
Oh yeah, Grey Merchant was really fun.
Yeah, Grey Merchant was a big one too, yeah.
I like the most success I've had in Theros drafts was like that's actually pretty funny. Like earlier this year they had the flashback draft, and like Theros was the first like set that I really drafted a lot on paper, like every week at FNM. And I was super bad at it because like I had just started like competitive, but at an FNM level to draft. And then I did the flashbacks for fun, and I was really good for some reason. I was like, I don't get this. I was bad back in the day, but I had the most like I had some good blue-white heroic decks, but the most success I had with like either blue-black or blue-green Grey Merchant decks. And I like the funny thing was I could really see the cards that I underestimated. Like when I originally drafted the set, like Disciple of Phoenix is just fantastic, and I never picked that card back in the day.
Yeah.
That can take lands for some reason. Which is weird. You never get to take lands with Falsies effects.
Yeah, right? Oh, what do I want to throw away? That.
Oh yeah, Living Death was just recently in Masters 25. Probably the best card in the set, better than Jace the Mind Sculptor. Just first pick a Living Death and pick some Cyclers. Go to town. I would like some ramp. It's not ramp.
Rhystic Study is still annoying. Full Rest Stronghold, yeah. It's hard to remember. Exodus Draft, it was like 19 years ago. Yeah, you're not wrong. Oh, dear. Mirror Angel is...
See, that's a combo.
Yeah. Bounce my land back to my hand to play it again. Excuse me.
I think I will bounce the Thicket. Make a burp.
All the burbs.
Yes. Draw a card. Yes.
Seems good.
Fire Blast is a fair power level for common.
Oh, the deal 4 for 6, but you can sack 2 mountains.
Yeah, you can
That's
sack
a
2
good
mountains.
card. I'm just gonna go over there because you're still at 40. Just ding you a little bit.
Yeah, I deserve it.
Poke.
Just a little poke. Then I think I will cycle. So I can F8.
Yeah. Yeah, it is a little poke.
Oh. Okay. Well.
Gotcha.
They still have vigilance though.
They do.
Yep. I didn't get to it in time.
What year was Exodus? Yeah, I think it was 99. I think that's right.
Probably 99. I'm not sure though. Does it say on the Modo? Well, no, I don't have an Exodus card in hand. Let me check. Must have something from Exodus.
That sounds right though, because it was around.
No, it doesn't say on the MTGO cards.
Invasion, all that stuff. A little earlier than that.
Well, Exodus is actually before Urza.
Yeah, that's a little earlier than that was what I was saying.
Probably 98, right?
Exodus MTG. Let's look that up. 1998. June 1998.
Pieced it together.
Yep. Tempest Block.
Yeah, I got...
Yep.
Has the nicest wood elves. Exodus block. Yeah, I somehow thought that it isn't that Exodus was in the block with Nemesis, but it's in the Tempest block, so it's like even older.
Yep. So during the drafts for the weekend at the Pro Tour, also they were all just like super casual. By the way, if you go to the Pro Tour and get there early on Sundays, they do have free drafts. So I went there, drafted a couple of times, drafted with Taful, and during one of my drafts, it was like late pack 2. Not even that late. It was like pick 8 or something like that because I had not opened it. But I think it was the one right before my pack came back. Somebody passed me Muldrotha, and I was like, I don't own one of these. I mean,
that's pretty convenient.
Rare drafting is kind of a crappy thing, but I've done like my first draft that I did that weekend, I had 0 rares in my deck. So I was like, It's
like, well, I mean, you're drafting with pros there. They're like, they don't care about money when they draft for fun, so you probably can get past some Teferis there.
Not really. One of them drafted a foil, one of the dual lands.
Oh, okay.
So,
I mean, rare drafting isn't bad.
Yeah, it was just
gets a bad rep. It's just
most of them
like the card.
Yeah, most of them were just kind of like, I usually wouldn't, especially in like a casual side draft. I just kind of want to.
I think you've drawn enough cards.
What? Yeah, you're probably right.
You only got a 10 for 1. Could have been so much more.
Yeah, I got nothing left.
Look at how much life I've lost, though.
I'm keeping you
did it to yourself.
You're not wrong. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty solidly in green-white at this point, but why not? One of the guys across from me was like, I really don't want to pass this this uncommon. It seems really good, but and then showed everybody he got a Karn. We're like, yeah, that's fair. No. You probably don't pass that in draft ever at all.
No. Can always put it in your deck.
Yep.
Although I can imagine scenarios where there's cards that would be better. Like Karn is good, but it's not like if you open a Karn and a foil Shalai or something, you're supposed to take the Shalai. I think
Shalai's pretty up there, right?
Yeah, I think she's top 5 best cards. It's like she's just great rate, and then she also has a 6 mana you win the game ability, so it's pretty good. I think the best card in the format is probably Multani.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that.
What are we doing?
Nothing. I have no cards in hand.
Oh. Oh, I forgot to tap that. That's what that was. I knew there was something I needed to do at the end of your turn. Yeah.
Yeah, pick one. Karn is better because Teferi is 2 colors and Karn is 0, so Teferi is a good bit better than Karn, but staying completely open as opposed to going into a color pair that's not even that great. Like I don't think blue-white is particularly good even.
Oh boy.
I probably should.
I would like to have that.
Probably should have tapped the lantern now that I'm looking at it.
I would like to have that too. But I can't play it.
Let's see. So I have to do. Don't think I want to do that right now. Don't want to do that. Don't think I want to do that. That's not going to happen. So I think I just do this. And then I can do this.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hey.
So hopefully we can stop people from attacking me now that I've taken 11 damage from myself.
Yep.
You've got a bunch of flyers, don't you?
Uh-huh. I do.
What a jerk. Get in there. Lunal, I'm not sure it's completely better either if you're ahead it's Teferi, but Karn comes down at such high loyalty and lives to untap against a big board. Yeah.
Why didn't it let me block?
Because it got flying.
Oh.
Yeah, Jodah has flying. It's one of those where you just kind of overlook it because of the other ability.
Yeah.
Clicky says, I remember Brawl style drafting, we had loose rules about it, but we said any legendary can be your commander. My friend chose that legendary mind control enchantment. We were just like, whoops.
No, that's pretty good.
Yeah. The in Bolus's clutches from Dominaria, is that what we're talking about?
Yep. Not sure what to do here. Hey, look, it's the card that is my avatar.
Yeah. He is wild.
Yep.
And he hunts things.
Huh. So I can't attack into Sphere of Safety. Well, I guess I could attack into Sphere of Safety. It's only 3 mana. Doesn't seem great, though. I think Angel's gonna come over there because it doesn't block anyways, and then leave it at that for now.
Yep.
Rawr. Yeah, so what else is there? We got SCG Con this weekend. Should be fun. I have got going to Michigan the following weekend, visiting some friends, visiting family, and then going to Grand Rapids on that Saturday to visit a friend and go to Founders Fest, which happens to also be my birthday. I'm very excited. Hitting that midlife crisis age, 35, of I guess I need a sports car or something.
Do you, though?
No.
You need a vintage deck.
Nah, not even that. I think my midlife crisis thing is honestly just going to be like a new computer, which is something I've been aiming for anyway, but I'm not going to like blow a whole bunch of money on it that I don't have, you know?
Well, it's going to be way less money than a car, and it's going to provide you with way more fun.
Yes.
So that's good.
Ow. Ooh, you need your nails trimmed real bad, don't you?
I think they gave him a bath.
Yeah?
He's very soft.
Oh, hello. Puppy stream. Yes, hello. Okay. Good boy. You are very soft. Maybe they did give him a bath. Maybe he was very stinky. He does tend to get in the dirt there. Alright. Ow. Scratched me a little bit too. Let's see. Go Asus if I can. I currently have the HP Omen laptop. It does pretty alright. And my wife says it plays The Sims amazingly. Yeah, Jodah is a guy. I do prefer Apple for certain things, but yeah. Oh, let's see. What are you doing? Are you going to bed? Eventually? Yeah. I do need a desktop, which is what I'm going for here. Nah. We're gonna cast this. I think this... Or there. I think that. Probably a little more tempting at the moment. Yeah, just get that out of there. Shrug. That.
A wild Nilla sprite has appeared in the chat.
Nilla?
Yep.
So we're gonna do...
That's a lot of mana.
He's gonna do two things.
Gonna get multiple things here.
What?
He's been here. 1080s are starting to drop again.
Feel my salad.
It was that or a land.
Yeah, I know. I have. That's what I've been drawing.
Yeah.
Just trying to stay alive over here, Jeremy.
I'm trying to
You're
do
not
the
helping me.
opposite of having you stay alive. It's kind of the point, right?
I don't like it.
What?
I don't like it either.
Why not?
Alright.
Okay, now.
Okay, no, you're having way too much fun.
This is the one where everybody's like, okay, wait a minute. Planar Bridge. Blatant Thievery was okay. Baleful Force on like turn 5 or 6. That might have been okay, but Planar Bridge. Hey, stop that.
I should have let that thing stay on the field so you would have killed yourself with drawing cards.
Right?
Yeah, you probably should have.
Gonna attack there and there, I guess.
I mean, to be fair, you really didn't need my Sphere of Safety. You've got Blazing Archon.
I do, but now I can attack you if I want to and not have to pay all that extra.
Not wrong.
Malcolm, lay down. Malcolm was at the Borders all weekend while we were at in Richmond, and so he got to play with a bunch of other puppies, and now he's very excitable because he's home for the first time in 3 days. So he gets to see all the cats and run around and smell all the familiar things. Oh boy. Paul Schneiper, are you ever going to do a deck or a stream where everyone builds the best OP deck they can? That would be awesome. I would like to. I think it's just going to depend on if I can actually get the funds to get like 1 or 2 actual good, like high-end expensive cards. Like these are good decks, they're just obviously budget. So there's certain things that we don't get, like 4 mana sweepers and Soul Ring and stuff like that. Having to rebuild my war deck because people didn't like turn 2 Angry Omnath. Yeah.
Wait, why did I get 2 green mana?
I don't know.
I shoot 2 forests tapped.
Well, yeah, but Battle Screech costs 4 mana, right? Am I
No.
missing something?
I have Arcane Melee.
Oh, that's for everyone. Okay, that's good.
Oh, that is interesting. Did not know that was.
I'm playing a group hug deck, Jeremy. Gosh.
Gosh.
Oh.
Asian Avenger. auto-hosting you with 15 viewers. Thank you so much, Asian Avenger. Oh, here we go. Here's Walter. He's going to make a whole bunch of noise and try and walk over the computer. And he wants to get over here and lay down, but he can't. That was a big floofy cat for everybody. Yeah, he keeps trying. He wants to lay down on top of the other keyboard because he's a big old fluffy jerk. Kadama's reach.
Oh, that only costs 1 mana. Missed it again.
I mean, I'm trying to help over here.
Yeah. Let's see, what else is there?
That means I can pay for this, I guess, although I don't think I want to.
Thormocking did say, my wife's mentality about computers is the same. Does The Sims and its 8 billion expansions run smoothly? If yes, she's appeased. Yeah. My wife, her previous laptop was starting to give out a little bit. And she was like, I don't know, maybe we should start looking. And so we went to Best Buy, looked around a little bit. And I was like, well, this is a pretty good computer for, like, if you just want, you know, something that is going to play The Sims and stuff. And she's like, yeah, that's kind of what I want. Okay, cool. And then a day or two later, it wasn't even 2 full days later, her laptop just died. Just straight. All right, it is just blue screening, can't read the hard drive. I was able to boot up into, like, a transfer mode to get a bunch of her stuff over to another hard drive and save as much data as I could, but just was like, all right, we were thinking about maybe waiting a little bit, saving up, and then buying it online, but we just went to Best Buy and purchased it because her laptop was just straight dead. So that was fun last year. Yep. She's super excited because the new Sims expansion comes out on like the 22nd or 3rd. And we are going to Washington, D.C. that weekend, like that day. We're driving there, staying in a hotel, going to watch Hamilton, and going to a Top Chef owned fancy steakhouse that she's wanted to go to for years and years and years. And I still think she's debating whether or not she can just stay in the hotel and play the new Sims instead of doing all this super sweet stuff. Walter, stop. Like, I love you, buddy, but you've been super frustrating trying to lay down on top of the keyboard. That is not where you need to be. Hey,
like
Tech
you guys were gone for 3
Neck.
days.
Want to say? I'm sorry, what was that?
I'm like, he's like, you guys were gone for 3 days. Nobody paid attention to me.
Yeah. We were Technique. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. EA. Yep, okay. Technique. Yeah, he was very grumpy. We put out enough food because we don't do this very often. We usually feed them twice a day, and he's a big old fatty fat, and we have our other fatty fat Leo. So we left 2 bowls with enough food for like 3.5 days worth of food for them, and of course by the time we got back Sunday night, after leaving Friday night, they were both completely gone. Gone less than 48 hours, and he just devoured all of it. And as soon as we walked in the door, of course, he was just kind of like, meow, hey, meow, feed me. It's like, no. Every cat ever. If keyboard is not made for sits, then why is it made of warm? Yeah. That's pretty much it. I got no value on the casting cost of Blatant Thievery because it was 4, 3, 2. So it was only 5 total because the Arcane Melee was out. Clicky and his MTG fun facts.
Hey, look, more ramp.
Yeah, everybody's ramping like crazy.
Oh, I do have something I can do with my mana.
Tap it all and pass the turn?
No, cast my commander.
I was kind of wondering why you hadn't gotten around to that yet.
I forgot. I pulled a Seth.
Like, I watched you on turn 3 tap 3 mana and pass the turn, and I went, he could have just cast his commander.
Yeah.
I pulled a Seth.
I mean, up until this point, with all the tapping your mana and then passing the turn, you probably could have created like 20 Saprolings.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Yep. There's another sapling. Clicky's facts are not going to be repeated on stream right now. Thank you very much. Even though it's clearly in text right there. Alright. Let's do it right this time. I keep forgetting to do that. Because I need more mana.
You can never have enough mana.
Walter gave up. He's just laying next to my feet now. Under objection. He's angrily slapping his tail against my foot. Protesting. Okay. How much fun can I have this turn?
A lot.
I don't know.
Seems cool. Was overspending on digital decks a big problem in your playgroup? I spent about 25 on one. No, it wasn't really overspending. It's just more of a, we were trying to figure out a way to get a bunch of, like, I wanted to build a bunch of decks, and so I started playing 1-Tix Commander, and then DM suggested 3 ticks. I'm like, yeah, sure. Let's see. Do I want to do that? That seems like fun. We're gonna go here with it. One. Hi.
What is that?
It's cruel.
Discard. Oh yeah, okay.
Old
That's fine.
Cruel Ultimatum. Yeah, you've got a bunch of creatures and a bunch of cards, so I figured. Looks like it would hurt you the least overall out of everybody.
Take bird. Discard. This, and this.
Alright. Creature in my graveyard to my hand. I think we're going to get the Primordial. Draw 3, gain 5. Okay. Uh-oh. Are you back, Walter? Are you going to try it again? Oh, you're looking at it. You really are. Acting like you want to do it. Oh, there he is. There he is. Here he comes. Big brave cat. What do I want to do with this? What are you doing? He's just... He is rubbing all over the playmat that I brought out. That's great.
If you had an actual deck, he'd probably knock it off.
He probably would. Oh, he's trying to lay down on my wife's calculator. She's got like a really nice accounting calculator, and he's just laying on the actual paper ribbon. All right, so we're gonna get Kadama's Reach, Compulsive Research, and I don't know, Cultivate. That seems funniest. Cast Cultivate. Yes. Who wants to draw some cards? Probably me.
I wouldn't mind drawing some cards.
Alright. Funny how that works. Casting Kadama's Reach. So you have a land in your hand so that when you cast your Compulsive Research from someone else's graveyard, you can just discard that land card if you'd like. Oh, don't get choked on this. There you go. Alright. There's... That there is a Brine Elemental in the Send Triplets deck.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
It's in the graveyard, so...
Obviously, this blue-black deck has no way to get that back.
Actually, I'm not playing any graveyard recursion.
Oh, what?
I'm still working on this deck.
No Pickles Lock?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, he had Clone at least. I don't think... I imagine he still has the Vesuvian. It's on you, Beansai.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I thought I clicked OK.
No. Alright, let's go grab one of these and one of these. Put that in play, sure, why not? Get this Compulsive Research. Draw a few. Discard this land card. Draw a couple more land cards. Alright. So, I think... that... there.
Because you don't have enough mana now.
I said I don't have enough. I don't know why everybody didn't believe me there.
If you're going for a steel stuff deck, Send Triplets is probably your best bet.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
Fierce Empath.
What will it get?
I don't even know.
I wonder what it will get.
Honestly.
Well, Mesohol.
That's a pretty good one, I hear.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah. Don't have any more manas.
I think you've done enough.
What?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about, sir.
Really?
Get rid of that Cloud Blazer, thank you.
I mean, I guess I could always just put it back in your hand if I wanted to.
You could do that. Having enough mana is one of those things like drawing enough cards or dealing enough Craterhoof damage. It just doesn't exist. Okay, he's very comfortable on the playmat now. I'll have to take a picture and put it in the Discord under animals and kid pics. Okay. We're gonna put... I don't think I need to do that.
I would not mind if you did that.
Let's see. What else do I not care about?
Actually, I think you would mind because that exile, so it wouldn't trigger your commander.
Yep.
Oh. No, but it just means everything else would die on his side of the board.
Except for his commander, which is doing most of the work.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he's still got a full grip of 7.
But no mana.
Not anymore.
What you getting? Something sweet?
Well,
There
I feel like we have one more turn to do anything to Jeremy, and then it's just
game over, man.
Yeah.
yeah. So, but I don't know what I could do. I would have to get rid of a lot of things here. I guess the best chance is just getting this.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yep, have your own.
Yep. Let's play land, make a bird.
Play a land, make a bird. I'm thinking about the format. I think cost, especially in ticks, is a pretty poor indication of power, citing penny mana crypts as an example. Also, if the $3 was in regards to barrier to entry, it's an awkward number because the sites I know require an $8 to $10 minimum purchase. What sites?
I mean, if you're talking even like Card Hoarder, yeah, they have a minimum purchase, but you can just buy bot credits and then have it sitting there where you can use it for other decks.
Yeah. Oh, Card Hoarder, etc. Sure. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. No, it was just basically I was making 1-ticks decks because I just wanted a budget format because I didn't want to put a bunch of money into Magic Online because I already have my paper decks and I just didn't want to. And I know that there's a lot of other people that have the same idea. So DM approached me and said, hey, can we just try this 3DH thing? Because I want to play this commander, but it's like 60 cents by itself. And it's a play on EDH. So we decided to have a go with it. And it seems popular, so.
Yeah, it's sweet. You can do tons of things.
Yeah. It's a budget restriction instead of like putting $20 down and making 2 decks, I can put $20 down and make like 8 decks. So
yeah, I didn't find anything.
Asked about the philosophy. It doesn't achieve variety. Most of the staples are pennies. Citing Mana Crypt again. Yeah, like there are several staples that are only a penny, but there are also several staples that are priced out of the format. Like Soul Ring is a little too expensive. Command Tower, Commander Sphere, a lot of the 4-mana Wraths. So you just get more of the big dumb games instead of the super, okay, now I'm going to reset the board, kind of games. There are still a lot of cards that are only a penny. But there are certain cards, especially commanders and especially cards that are in standard, that maybe you want to play with, but are, 20 or 30 cents, and so you don't want to take up that much of your budget if you're trying to build like a 1-tick deck, because it's basically impossible at that point. So that's the reason why I started playing it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong because this is just how I feel like it's fun.
It just strikes a good balance between obviously being budget, but the decks being very powerful as well. So, yeah. And so far, there's not really been any loopholes we found that you can exploit.
Yeah. Oof.
Hey.
Ooh.
That's real good.
Okay.
Let's see how much we can mess with Jeremy's board.
Yes, I have several.
There is a Sylvan Reclamation in that graveyard over there.
There is.
And there's a bunch of kill creatures and all that kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah, you can get a cast down from me, you can get an eviscerate.
It's pretty great. I
like it.
Stuff will happen now.
Mm-hmm.
Tons of infinites or pennies. Yeah, it just kind of depends. Like, we've definitely had accidental infinite combos, but I think basically we're trying to play it as more of a big battlecruiser, less competitive version. So there have been a couple times where like I accidentally found that there was an infinite combo in my Experiment Garage deck. I know that Wild put the Pickles Lock in his deck once, and we just realized that on stream it doesn't really seem that great, so we kind of took those away.
I also didn't even think about it, but wasn't that my Yeva deck at one point? Like, oh yeah, if you have Boots and Karametra's Acolyte and the Sabertooth, that's actually infinite mana.
Mm-hmm.
That was pure accident. I didn't actually realize that would be infinite.
Sometimes those matches are fun to watch, though.
Yeah, I mean, I personally don't have anything against infinite combos. I mean, I think it's kind of cheesy if it's with your commander. Like, if you play Mikaeus and then you have just Kellion, that's
If you want big battlecruiser games, there are key cards that can be removed, which is why I asked if there was an accompanying philosophy. Not really. Like, as far as the stream goes, I try and have not infinite combos, and, that's about it. We try not to have games go too fast, but even then, there's just the joke that Phyrexian, there's one of our players, Phyrexian, who plays quite often. He likes playing decks that go really fast, and he can knock people out pretty quickly and one-shot people, and so I don't really care about that, so. Yeah, that's Luanil. Boring is subjective. You're not wrong, boring is subjective, but boring is also just, I don't know, what I would rather a lot of people have fun playing big dumb Magic than than to try and grind somebody out and time themselves out because they have an infinite combo.
Well, all I know is that Beans is now going to flip his Primal Amulet, most certainly.
Yep.
That is copying something, okay.
Yeah, it copies. Yep. It just kind of depends. Like, my philosophy for the stream is, yeah, I would rather not have people play, like, infinite combos that take forever, or infinite combos that end the game in a second. We like to kind of make the games last hour and a half. So that's our philosophy. That's my philosophy for my stream. But if you just go into the 3DH subreddit, there's a bunch of people that will let you know how they feel about certain decks, and maybe there'll be people that want to play with, you know, higher end combo decks or decks that are super aggro or whatever. That is completely fine. Yes, the infinite combos on turn 10 are amusing. Infinite combos on turn 3 are a reason for me to ever play Magic with you again. Yeah. Polish Sniper, my meta is pretty hostile, so I play a lot of broken decks. Can't afford to play on a budget. That's fair. I'm just not gonna spend, like, I don't spend a lot on Magic already, which was my thing. And then having to spend a bunch more on Magic Online is not something that I want to do. I've put maybe like $40 to $50, maybe a little bit more than that, like maybe $50 to $60 into the game in 10 months. And I've built 20 decks. So it's just kind of what I was going for. Your argument is that if you go then and read that list, every strategy will invariably be listed, obviously some more than others. If you go and read the list of... What? Derp Attack. Welcome to the stream. SCGCon is actually this weekend. I was at the Pro Tour this last weekend, hanging out with people in Richmond, Virginia, which is only a 3-hour drive away from me.
Oh boy.
Oh, there we go.
I wonder who's gonna get Cruel Ultimate.
I bet it's this guy. Why gotta be so cruel?
I think that was the last one out of my graveyard.
Oh, I got a bunch. Cast Urza's Ruinous Blast.
I would not like that.
I pretty much purposely didn't target that.
When MTGO does that, it scares me thinking it's crashing and going to go into an infinity loop. Yeah, me too. When you accidentally hover over the stack when... this card...
Somebody made 1 million cat tokens with... million +1/+1 counters going onto each one.
I think I already goofed casting some stuff.
Yeah, so there's a... If you accidentally hover over the stack when something's coming from a graveyard, sometimes it just repeats the loop of the card trying to go onto the stack. So it looks bad. It's a slippery slope. I have been playing since beta. I agree with most of the deck building philosophy and deck execution philosophy you touched on. think most people who have played for a while understand that nuance. My point in asking that question prior in such a way is to point out the arbitrary or nature of the restrictions. My point in asking that question, point out the arbitrary restrictions and that they don't so quickly achieve the intended goal except to tear apart any arbitrary ability someone would have to copy paste in that deck. So someone who is a very skilled deck builder could build a super cheap, very competitive deck within the structures, maybe even one that doesn't go against any of your underlying philosophies, but still wins a more than fun amount of time. Yeah, that's Phyrexian Walker. I can definitely agree with your thoughts on spending on Moto. I have quite an extensive paper collection and I've only been willing to spend about $25 on Moto. That was my main philosophy, quote unquote, behind it, yes. So I do not want to put in a bunch of money on Magic Online. Other than that, I don't really care. Phyrexian is like the person, Phyrexian Walker is the person who has been on stream a bunch and has probably won more often than not, or at least knocked me out more often than not, because his decks tend to be a little bit more competitive, a little bit more aggressive, but I also don't mind that happening very often. That's not a big deal to me.
And the last one.
Yep. Ooh. Blatant thievery, eh? How much paper Magic do I play? Commander versus is about it. On a regular basis.
That's still more than most people.
Yeah, on a regular basis, that's the main thing I do is play Commander versus. I like to draft, I just don't get a chance to very often, and I can't really justify spending the money anymore. I used to when I was in college a lot, because I had more disposable income. Nowadays it's going towards paying down student loans and, you know, doing stuff for the house and all that stuff. I've got about 21 decks, and the ability to swap cards around and share cards between decks is definitely nice. And paper, if I ever want to make a change, I have to dig and find it, and then I have to and redouble sleeve. Yeah, that's definitely a big one. Sorry for all the text swallowing. I'm truly interested in your thoughts on these things since you created your own subgenre. Yeah, like, it was mainly, like I said, I was playing the one ticks, and then it really came about like, hey, I want to play this newer commander. Let's try 3DH, and I was like, yeah, sounds good. And it came about, and it worked well. So
I don't like this.
You don't like 3DH?
No, I don't like what is happening here.
Yeah,
I don't like it either.
it's got 5 of those now. Diluvian Primordials.
Yep. Yeah, I think I would argue maybe it's just because I'm also playing with a lot more different people than in paper, but I'm actually having more fun with 3DH than paper Commander.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, we have a Discord server that's got, what is it, 460 people now?
Yep.
On the server, so, and at one point, even when we only had like 100 and something people, we had to actually go down to 6 different voice chat rooms so that we could have enough for everybody who wanted to play at the same time. Now it's like pretty much like 1 or 2 games a day that I've usually see, but I'm not actively looking as much, so.
You never know when the next boom period comes, though.
Yeah, my stream is buffering a bit. Yeah, never know when it's gonna just start blowing up again. Yeah, I am on a laptop on Wi-Fi, so that's probably why I'm buffering. That's one of the goals that I'm aiming for, is building a PC and something I can dedicate and actually connect to the hardwire. Like, I would put my hardwire in here, but it's probably going to be a little bit. I do have to get a newer router, probably. I have a few paper decks, barely play. Yeah, that's pretty much what I want as well. Well, this is what we're doing. We just got a whole bunch of switched around. Honestly, most people ignore the politics channel. For me, I have a few paper decks.
I do.
I barely play. I've totally switched to MTGO. What did I go to college for? I went to college for broadcasting.
So what is the scariest thing on his board, Mr.
Mirroriswick? I think. Maybe Sphere, if your plan is to attack him.
If I attack him, I'm going to die, most certainly on the crackback. But I think it'll help. Miss Mirroriswick, probably. He doesn't need all that.
Sure.
That kind of balances the game out again.
I keep on forgetting about that mana reduction thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I've never actually... I've seen the card because I bought the... That was actually my first Commander deck, was the Grixis one from Commander 2013, and I think it was in there, but I immediately kicked it out because I was like, nope. Not gonna play a group hack card. It's not my thing.
Sure.
So I just didn't remember what it does. It has cool art, though.
Yeah. Kind of hoping I drew something else.
I want my Master of the Wild Hunt back.
That's too bad.
Kind of wanted to draw one of Justin's cards.
No. Okay. I guess they're all still left me in my chromatic lantern.
Oh.
So let's dig. See if I can find something. I have 13 decks in real life, but I never got to play. My local MTG community is toxic. That's unfortunate. Okay.
What did you find?
Some stuff.
Stuff.
Thing or stuff is a board wipe I don't mind of sort.
Yeah. I'd like to do this. I think we'll do that.
Ooh.
Is the point of the game where you're looking over the cliff at your own death? Pretty close to. Used to view the local game store as a haven. Played a bit in primary school. You see the just place to escape with my nerdy traits. Yeah. I get you. Crime, political.
That is the card that I won my draft with just before the stream started.
Yeah.
No, I'm probably gonna lose to it.
Helm is pretty good.
It is.
I don't think anybody has their graveyards, though. Besides maybe beans.
I don't have anything left.
Yeah.
There is a Rite of Replication.
Yeah.
Crows and Grip. No, there's some stuff. There's some stuff. Rite of Replication, Crows and Grip is pretty good.
Uh-oh.
Supplant form.
I'm saying create a token that's a copy of that creature. Wow.
Not again.
All your stuff are belong to me?
No.
Maybe I should have let you kill him earlier.
Yeah.
Wait, what is going on with when that mana is spent to cast a red instant or sorcery spell? Oh, it's the primal.
Yeah.
Make it two of them.
Ah. That's not correct text though, right? It doesn't have to be a red instant or sorcery spell. You cast an instant. Yeah, that reminder text is kind of wrong, I think. Geist Honored Monk, no. It's probably okay. It wasn't the Ruinous Blast? All right.
Yeah.
Nope.
That would have been bad for me.
Sorry.
That is upsetting.
Yeah. Everything is going bye-bye now.
Wait, it didn't? What did it kill? Oh, the lantern.
Yeah, my lantern.
The lantern.
I thought it went after the Helm of the Host.
Yeah, that would have been okay, but I think lantern hurts me a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah, Technique actually had a similar situation where it's like, oh, this LGS is pretty cool, and then over the years, more and more people showed up that I like didn't really care for, and it's like, But I mean, that's how it goes, right?
Okay, you've successfully bounced my Diluvian and cast all the spells.
No, it's a sad helm.
Yeah. No,
Nothing to copy.
It's a sad helm.
Yeah.
No,
Nothing to copy.
It's a sad hat.
Sad hat. Alright, deck. Give me something here. Silverstone. I need something.
Might as well just tap out. You can't do anything with mana.
Guess that's something. Get a bird. Yeah.
Draw a card.
It's all the stuff that I don't really need, though. Diluvian is flying, right? Yeah, it is.
Yep. That's a whole bunch of flyers.
A whole bunch of flyers.
What's the matter, Bubba?
Well, I do have my burbs to block with.
Yep.
I guess I'll just play this. Good old Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
Then 3. Play Tolsimir.
Mm-hmm. Get that point. Or don't lose that point, rather.
That. Yeah.
Don't lose that point, Jeremy.
And
I definitely
guess...
have. I definitely will continue doing stuff like that.
No, I would attack Beansy with this, but I can't. And I'm not going to block with it, so I'm going to go after you because you have 29.
Yeah.
As compared to the 22.
Quieter than normal? Just like me personally, or the volume on the stream, or...
Well, I have to admit that I'm a bit tired.
Yeah.
Since I forgot that I'm on stream.
Yeah.
But we talked a lot in the beginning about limited.
Yeah, we did talk a lot about limited, and then I've just been kind of me not talking.
With,
yeah, I'm sorry.
The animals.
I have been concerned with the animals a bit, and then it was just a long day, you know.
This game's also pretty complex.
Yeah.
Gotta think about stuff.
Getting right kicked on your Diluvian Primordial definitely takes the wind out of your sails a little too.
Uh-oh. Something big.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a lot of mana.
Card?
Comet Storm?
Oh,
Nope.
dead. For 11.
I am dead.
You're dead.
We're all dead, I guess.
I'm very close. Wild is...
No, I think we're just all dead. It's copied.
It is copied because of the... Yep, so we're all dead.
So it's 44 to everyone, so that's enough.
I figured Jeremy could appreciate it. It's a big dumb X spell for the win.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
Man.
Didn't find... I was searching for an overrun effect or a disenchanted effect, and I didn't get either.
That was
I was just hoping to get Grave Pact.
Yeah, that'd be good.
And then attack into Wild Ball and make everyone sack all their tokens.
I guess I should have...
I would have been on board for that.
I guess I should have kept the mana open for my Plasma Capture that I had. Plasma Capture. Instead of trying to equip the Helm. But that was just too much. Like, I haven't gotten to actually equip and effectively use Helm. So...
No, it would have also been very good if it went through, so it's correct to try it, I think.
Just, went ahead. Alright, cool. Well, that was fun. It is 10:45. We did not have enough people signed up for a game 2, so I'm probably just going to go for the night. Well, yep. Oh, I just have a bunch of other stuff to do for SCG Con coming up this weekend, so it's going to be a busy week for me, probably working a bit more than I normally do in a week. So if you happen to be coming by, hopefully I will see you there. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you all for playing tonight, by the way.
Yep.
Good games,
everybody. That was a fun game.
Yeah.
Yep.